That was big-time tennis. Both men letting it all hang out. What an exchange. How good is Federer there? Nalbandian producing good enough tennis to beat a lot of players, but not Federer at that point.
I think both these players realize that these points they're playing right now have major influence on this match. Can't get any better than that.
Longest game of the match.
And a fantastically brilliant game that was. Federer 4-3. Well, if you're very clever behind there, you can see the sort of tennis these guys are playing, because they're all drinking champagne and they're really playing champagne tennis. These two, they're bringing the very best out of each other, and it's a standard which I haven't seen in this week and a half here.
It's the appropriate drink for this match, isn't it?
Absolutely,
full of life.
Absolutely.
I mean, this is what great tennis is all about. Two fine sportsmen, fine athletes, fighting for a place in the quarterfinals.
I wonder if psychologically that last game, having lost it, either player having lost it, would suffer. It's Nalbandian who lost it. Federer who was serving 3-4. First point, when your morale anyway is perhaps slightly dented, can so often be crucial. Very clever. Slower serve to give him time to get to the net. A very safe volley. Gosh, he is dripping sweat from his head, from his cap, from his peak. He's so quick to get around Nalbandian.
And again, stretched out on that forehand side and then turning the ball back cross court, and all of a sudden he's in control of the point in one swing.
Yeah.
He just goes from defense to offense in one quick moment.
His anticipation is miraculous. And what he does when he gets there is incredible.
The linesman made an immediate call of out, then corrected herself. The chair umpire agreed that yes, it was good.
So it's 2 game points, 40-15.
Clutch game from the Argentine. Interesting to note that 3 of those points that he won were won at the net. So he recognizes the right times that he needs to get in. Very heady player. Always finding a way to win, even if it means doing something he's not completely comfortable with.
Set all for all.
It almost surprises you when he does miss a shot. So always there, it seems. You can see, look at him. I made one mistake. How could that happen?
Good tennis.
What a good return of serve. Wide enough and right down at the feet.
A big decision here. Does he serve and volley on the second serve?
Well, he had to serve fairly big because he knows what Nalbandian does to a weak second serve. Crucial points, consecutive break points.
Like leads the service.
Too good. Just too good. Accompanied by an enormous roar of well, both men preparing for this crucial last game, probably last game of the third set. Nalbandian will serve at 5-4 for the set. And both men preparing by changing their shirts, which they're doing consistently. It's pretty humid and hot down there. And I must say, Nalbandian played a blinder to break Federer then. And looks like taking a 2-set-to-1 lead.
It's a difficult proposition to break this man down in a baseline exchange. Federer wins that one.
Yeah, he's going for a really big shot then, Federer, just too long.
13-10.
The body serve brought up the short return, and nalbandian pressed the advantage.
What a good serve, very accurate indeed, and one of his faster, 112. And that gives him a couple of set points. So nalbandian wins that set and builds up a lead of 2-1.
Welcome back. We're still interactive for our Sky Digital viewers. Press the red button on your remote control. Select Active Tennis. Out on court 11. Former world #1 Leighton Hewitt with a set point here in the third set for a 2-1 lead over Paradorn Srishapan. Good match, this one. Out on court 11, a packed house, as you would expect. Leighton Hewitt wearing down his man. The Aussie with a 2-1 lead at the moment on court 11. All of these current matches on our interactive service you will see to the conclusion on Armstrong, Todd Martin, Juan Carlos Ferrero in the fourth set. Let's go back to Ash for the start of the fourth set. Roger Federer has got to win the next 2 sets to stay in this year's championships against David Nalbandian. Let's rejoin Leif Shiras and Bill Threlfall.
For the first time, the player serving first did not win the set. In this case, it was Federer. He's serving again first, a slight advantage.
15-10.
And a pretty brilliant set by Nalbandian, that last one, to take it at 6-4. And one of the factors was he had a very high first serve percentage, not very fast, but well directed, 70% of Nalbandian's first serves.
13-10.
Whereas the man serving, Federer, could have served a lot better, 53% going in. And Nalbandian was just crushing some of those second serves. Very close, nearly a brilliant return of serve. Federer wins the first game, 1-0.
Federer said in his press conference leading up to this match, you know, I feel very positive going into this match, but it's really time I beat him. And he says, I've been close a few times, a 5-setter at the Australian Open. And he says, I need to change something about my game plan. And I think we've seen him have some success, but most of the success has come when he's been attacking. And nalbandian, I think, better off in the baseline exchanges.
He's so good at that shot, the inside-out forehand. He lands it so close to the side.